Alright guys, here is week 2 recap. This has honestly been the worst trading of my career, easily. I'm gonna kind of go over how I traded, my thought process, all that kind of stuff, and then that way I can, like I said, I can look back on this one day and try to relive these moments. Like, we'll hopefully have some good trades that I can look back on. This week has been pretty rough. I so this is NTN. Right at open, I was looking for this thing to push up. I had my indicator, so I already had half my order out here. I got filled at 324 when it popped up. I meant to cover here. I accidentally added to my position. It squeezed against me, and I covered. To be completely honest with you, I have no idea why I shorted here. Uh, that looks like that's a mess up. I did not actually reshort it. I was kind of wondering. I was like, that's really really bad. That's a horrible short. Uh, But either way, it's still a very bad trade. So on the trend line break over here, I shorted into weakness, which is obviously a big no-go. My risk was up here. I got filled and I covered at 375, and I walked away from the trade. Uh, if in hindsight, I would have drawn this out. If I would have just taken the trade back over here right before 10 o'clock, a nice little short right here, I could have covered into the wash while I saw it finding a bottom around here at 320. I could have covered up here when it started to break 350 again, but live and learn. So that's why I'm doing this reviews. So the next one is VBLT. Uh, This is actually a pre-market trade. Let me pull up the chart real quick. I didn't really have uh, anything out there. The only thing I was really looking for, I guess, was I was anticipating this trend line break. I covered into the wash. When it started pushing back up, I covered the rest off. Honestly, this is not a very good trade either. Even though it's a win, uh, it looks like I was just trying to just trade anything, honestly. Then I have my trades on fat. So I entered two trades on fat. Um, so I shorted on the trend line break. Uh, Instead of having like a cents risk, I had like a dollar amount risk. Once it hit the dollar amount that I wasn't wanting to go over, I covered it. I waited for another trend line break. I shorted the top, came down. I should have covered down here when I saw this nice little wash. I covered up here. Uh, this just kind of looks like a lot of FOMO. Uh, Pull up the second trade. I came back and I do remember uh, I do remember shorting back over here for a quick cover. Uh, Saw it coming down. I was I was thinking that I wanted to. I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea what the heck I shorted over here because if you look down here, the volume started coming in. This is just a horrible trade. Let's see. Uh, yeah, I have no idea why I shorted there, to be completely honest. Then it came up. I think at this moment I was already having FOMO. I wanted to short it and ride it all the way down because it was, I mean, it was a big gap. This thing popped up all the way from $3.50 up to, $10, and I was like, I think that I just got greedy, and I wanted to see a big P&L, and instead of trading the setups, I got greedy, and I paid for it. Next trade was BMRA. Let's see. This is another pre-market trade. This is actually probably my best trade of my career so far. So it's kind of crazy that I had my best trade of my career, and then probably my two worst, well, definitely my two worst days of my career, all in the same week. This thing popped up. I shorted. Honestly, this risk is a little bit high for me. I shouldn't have really been risking that much, but I know from like looking at it, I was probably risking right over the relative high. I shorted. I had really small size because this is a higher price stock. But I wrote down and I got a really good return on it. This is a 14R return. So this is a good. This is the only trade, honestly, this week that I'm really proud of. Then there was Ebon, which is today. So once again, like so I had these indicators out there. I wanted to short in between 621 and 64 or 662. When it popped up, I saw it stall right here. It started pushing down. I thought that I was getting it when right before it failed. I was looking for this trend line break. I thought that I was going to short it right here, and it was going to just unwind. It didn't. I shorted too early. It popped against me. I covered. Then I saw it coming back down here. And I thought for sure that it was gonna once again fell under this level. I shorted. Uh, I got another cut, and then I finally did get what I was looking for. I had this trend line break, a big wash. I saw it trying to push. It couldn't push anymore. I shorted again, wrote it down, and I covered down at the bottom. But then it found support right here and started pushing, and I cut it off just a few cents in the money. And then the absolute worst trade of my entire career came with MTP. So in the pre-market this morning, I saw this trend line break. I saw I couldn't push anymore. I thought that I was going to get another little pop and I was going to short it, and I was looking for it to fall down to the 260s area. It went against me. I cut it off for a small loss. Then when he came over here, I was looking for this trend line to break. I anticipated it. I shorted. When it came back up, I tried to cut it off real quick and made sure that I didn't lose any money. Assuming that I saw this thing stuff up here, another wick selling pressure. I still shouldn't have shorted down here. I should have shorted at the very worst up at the top. I always want to short sell on the top. It went against me. I sold off. At this point, I'm assuming that FOMO kind of kicked in. I shorted here, came down. I covered. I shorted again. I started scaling in right here. I shorted. I thought I was going to just fell all the way back down. It roped up, and I had way too big of a risk. I think that I got in that, like, I couldn't believe that it was going against me mode. And honestly, this is just a extremely horrible trading on my part. Uh, Not even just today, this week. I think that I'm just diving in instead of thinking too much. And so I want to take the weekend to just kind of kick back and relax, try to get my mind off of things. Uh, yeah, get back to trading the way I know I can trade. I have a great community and I have a great mentor. They're trying to help me out, but this isn't none of this stuff has anything to do with their system or the community or anything. This is clearly all in my own head, and I need to work out my own emotions and yeah, work on myself. And it's kind of like in kickboxing, I need to. I had to find my niche. I've started finding combinations and all that kind of stuff that work for me, and then I just kind of hit the ground running right now. I think that I'm trying out new things, and some things aren't working, some things are working, and I need to have patience. And if I miss a trade, I'd rather miss a trade than have these big losses. So I think I'm going to go back to, instead of trying to get these home run trades and getting a huge return, I need to get back to just nice, small, consistent trades and start building myself back out. I am only paper trading right now. I'm not going live, thank God, honestly, because I had a very horrible week. I would have lost a big chunk of my account. So yeah, I just need to, like, this market's really trappy. All this volume's insane. Like, there's millions and millions of people on this candle alone. There's 4.5 million people that bought into this thing, and if I would just waited for this trend line to break, see that the exhaustion of the volume, like, it's like all this stuff, it needs to piece together. You can't have one or the other. It's not just drawing in the trend line. It's not just looking for my areas. It's looking for my areas, seeing the trend line. The volume's also behind me. All these things kind of like go into play, and I think that I'm just trying to rush something when I need to take a deep breath, take a step back, and trade the way I know how to trade. So here's week 2 recap. Hopefully week 3 uh, recap is a lot better, but it is what it is.